Welcome. We have Alex on this show as well. So welcome to the Alchemy Spotlight with the fabulous Martin John. So thank you, MJ, for your time to join us.
Oh, it's absolutely my pleasure. Delighted to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is quite surreal, to be honest. First of all, a huge welcome to Martin John. Now you're a professional trainer on that. How relevant is that style? Is that person that's showing up in the meeting?
It's totally relevant. So that without question, negotiation does involve some personal theatre. And so you need to be comfortable with that. And that's not everybody is, to put on this persona, who that person you need to be on that day. But it's certainly something that's a big part and parcel of it. And it goes with persuasion, the ability to influence someone. Because if you're just there sitting stony faced and just spouting facts and data and logic, that's not going to get you what you need. That's not going to win the day for you. So you need to be able to bring the emotion to it. Okay, as well, and that's where the personal theatre comes into it. So I'm not saying when I say emotion, I'm not talking about banging the table. No, I'm talking about bringing colour to your expressions. Emphasising certain points with and modulating your voice, and you're using your body language to emphasise and persuade the other party.
When things are really tense and you're at a point of conflict with an organization, what are some of the techniques that you teach people to use at that point?
Well, okay, so first thing is to not take it personally. You probably will have read about this, but ego can get involved in a negotiation, and that's a real problem for both parties. Okay, so you need to, what I say is, be warm on the person and tough on the issue, but do not let ego get into the room. I'd say instead of sitting opposite and seeing the problem as you against them, view it as you sitting next to them. And here's a list of challenges that we need to work through together. How do we go about doing that? And if things get aggressive, which they sometimes do, the primary thing I'd suggest doing there is firstly to just ignore it. Okay, ignore any kind of table banging. You could even, if you have a certain level of relationship with the other party, know them well, you could even make a joke out of the aggressive behavior. Come on, do I need to be recording this for training purposes? This negotiations, this is hilarious. What you're doing. And I remember once actually thinking that I wasn't getting where I wanted, and I banged the table in a negotiation, and it was the most half-hearted bang that you'd ever see. It was pathetic. They started laughing, I started laughing, and I took the wind completely out of myself. And then, of course, the other way to deal with if it gets very tense is, take a pause, take a recess, whether that's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or even a week, just to regather your thoughts and let things calm down. But I often think, why is the other party behaving like that? What's the underlying reason why they're behaving like that? Because there's always a reason. So, even better if you can, through effective questioning, is tease out the reason why the other party is behaving like that.
Yeah, one of the things that I've used a lot during my time, but it's not an easy thing to do, is to use humor, and it can be quite disarming for the other side.
Totally. And something you always use as well is your natural charm. I think charm is disarming as well, and that's something that I try and do. I can never live up to your standards, but that's something I try and do, Alex. So humor and charm, because what I say to my delegates is, if you're negotiating, you are in the people business. Okay, you're doing deals with other people, so it's all about making the other person feel comfortable, and they don't feel threatened by you. And if you can make them feel comfortable, so you charm them and you can introduce some humor, you'll get the best out of the other party. They'll give you more than they ordinarily would if there was a degree of tension in the room.